The following presentation is brought to you by The Realm Network.
What is up, everybody? I'm here with your weekly Impact Wrestling review, and today I'm using Impact's website. I'm on the results section as my guide. I usually make my own notes, but I can't be asked today, too lazy, and hopefully this is in chronological order, because knowing TNA, this week TNA kicks off with their first ever race for the case match, and this is not like Feast or Fired because there is no fired briefcase, but we have 4 colourful briefcases. Each briefcase apparently has a number in, and guys, I don't even know. Tyrus tried to break this down, but I'm still confused. Whoever has number 1 gets to choose whatever match, and then it goes in that order. I know I'm confusing you. I'm already confused, so let's just all be confused, because I don't know. What was the purpose of the match? I mean, it was interesting, but we've seen these briefcase matches before. Nothing different, let's be honest. Eli Drake got the red briefcase. Trevor Lee got the blue briefcase. Oh, Bram Kingston got the yellow briefcase. And Jeff Hardy got the green briefcase. Now, later on in the show, or was it after? I don't know. We saw so many video packages and old clips from last year, from when the Beatdown Clown were part of TNA. Oh, I missed that group. They were so badass. TNA, you suck for getting rid of that group. They were just so badass. It all went downhill when Hernandez came in, right? Because he was under contract with Lucha Underground or something. I don't know. Let me just get down to this right now. So Eli Drake hosts another edition of Fact of Life. Again, with Tyrus. Now, you know how I feel about Tyrus in TNA. I don't even know where to begin from. He's doing the whole fixer gimmick, and for now, he's hired by Eli Drake, I believe, and he's Eli Drake's mouthpiece because Eli Drake refuses to speak. We all know he had a match with EC3, and apparently he couldn't speak for the whole year, but whatever. Even though Eli Drake was not speaking in this week's Fact of Life, it was still money, let me just say. Fact of Life was the highlight of this week's show, without a doubt. It was hilarious. You gotta watch it. So everyone who won their briefcases were on the Fact of Life. Trevor Lee, Jeff Hardy, the DCC were there, and of course Eli Drake. If you didn't watch this week's Impact, just go onto the YouTube channel and watch the Fact of Life. It was just so funny and so cringy at the same time. Eli Drake got the number 4. Trevor Lee got number 3. Bram and Eddie got number 2. And Jeff Hardy, of course, got number 1. Now, I believe next week we'll find out what matches on the table. But this segment was just so freaking funny. I felt like I was watching kids in detention. Just go watch it. It was funny. Then we have Lashley in the ring. He wants another match for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Eddie comes out. We've seen this so many times before. I'm tired. I'm bored. I can't be bothered to watch this. That's how I was feeling. Boring. But Eddie agrees to have a match against Lashley. Lashley says, let's have a 30-minute iron match. Lashley attacks Eddie, and then Davey comes out with a chair. And that was that. We see Maria backstage looking lovely, as always. She's on the phone with Braxton while she's leaving him a message on his voicemail because he's not answering. And then Brooke goes past. Maria's being Maria, and she's like, so what's your name again? Brooklyn? Bobby? That was random and funny. Brooke says that she's a 3-time Knockouts champion and that Maria should stay out of her way. Maria, I think you just met your match, girl. Loved seeing Brooke back in the ring. It just shows that women can have it all, and we've seen so many knockouts have children and come back in the ring as soon as they can. Brooke had a match against Deonna. I suck and I can't say her surname because I clearly can't read. It was an okay match. It was quite physical. Brooke, for the most part, was quite dominant in the match, and of course she won. Then things get interesting, and Sienna comes out and, of course, attacks Brooke, and that was because Maria sent Sienna out to send Brooke a message. I think Sienna should, keep the look that she had this week. She looked pretty badass, and it makes her stand out. I liked it. She looks dominant, too. Spud and Aron Rex come out, and I gotta say, I'm loving Aron Rex's gimmick. He was so over the top. I love people who are over the top and do a great job at it. Robbie E comes out and brings Swoggle with him, so we see a tag team match, Aron Rex and Spud against Swoggle and Robbie E. Again, great to see Swoggle out. He was getting quite dominated by Spud and Aron Rex. I loved it when Aron Rex was like, ew, ew, he touched me, Spud, Spud. Well, he didn't exactly say those words, but I'm just saying those words because I'm so extra. I absolutely loved it when he said that. Like, that's like me when somebody tries to, like, breathe in my personal space. I'm like, back off, get away, I need to breathe, I need room. But Spud hit Swoggle with Aron Rex's rings. The ref didn't really catch that, and Aron Rex pins Swoggle. Then we have the main event of the evening, and the Grand Championship is on the line. We have Moose and Drew Galloway. Now, we haven't seen Drew wrestle since, like, how long now? So it's good to see him back. Every time I find out that we're having a Grand Championship match, I'm like, I don't have the patience for this. I can't watch this. But then I get into it because it gets really physical. And I gotta say, I did enjoy this match. Galloway hit a low blow, so the referee made every judge deduct a point for Drew Galloway. Back to round 3. Drew immediately hits a claymore. 1, 2, 3. We have a new Grand Champion. And it's Drew Galloway. It's funny because as soon as he won, he went to every judge and he was like showing them that he's a Grand Champion. That was funny. That was not that funny, but I liked it. I gotta say, this week's show just really didn't have me excited. As soon as I found out that we're not going to see the Monsters Ball match between Rosemary and Jade this week, I was like, I'm not interested in watching this. I don't want to watch this. I have a million things going on in my life. Do I really want to spend an hour and a half watching a wrestling show? Not so much, but because of this review, I had to watch it, and it was an okay show. If it wasn't for this review, I probably would have missed it, but I'm looking forward to next week when we're going to see the 13-minute iron match between Eddie Edwards and Lashley for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, and of course, Rosemary and Jade and the Monsters Ball match. And apparently next week is Genesis, which is just so random because a few years ago, these special Impact shows like Genesis and Sacrifice were pay-per-views, and now they just randomly just throw them to make things more exciting, but it's not even exciting because there's no room for promotion. So yeah, this week's show really didn't have me that hooked. It was like, whatever, why is my hair sticking up? But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. You can tweet me at nonstop Shariya. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you next week.